Hello and welcome back to Making Vegan or No podcast, where we talk with members of our community, sharing experiences and learn from each other, hopefully providing a little community to some of you along the way. I'm your host Chloe and we'll be talking to Sophie Bampton.
Hiya.
Hello.
I'm Sophie Bampton. I'm your sister, so obviously you know that.
I know who you are, so it's fine. You know, everyone else doesn't know who you are, so you know.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's okay. Would you like to give a brief introduction to yourself, such as your name, what you do, and how people listening can support you?
My name's Sophie Bampton. I'm currently studying to become a health coach with IIN, which is Integrative. The Institute of Integrative Nutrition. I can never say it. And yeah, I used to have a vegan page, but I don't use it anymore. So just the handle is at the bottom.
Handle is down there, and it will be in the description as well. So you know, it's fine. So, how long have you been vegan for?
I went vegan in June or July of 2019. I can't remember fully. I think it was June, because the last bit of meat I can remember eating is chicken nuggets from McDonald's at Wireless, because they were free. So I think since then.
So it's been since, yeah. Okay. So why did you go vegan?
My friend Jaden at school always used to talk about veganism. He did his whole project for, I think, Speaking and Listening on veganism and how it affects animals and stuff like that. So that was when I first saw it. And then in summer of 2017, I had dairy and it always used to make my stomach bloat and it just wasn't very fun. So I realised it was that it was dairy that was what made it bloat. I can't speak.
It's fine. It's fine. Take your time.
It was dairy that made it bloat. So I started to cut it out gradually, and I did that for a period of 2 years. I used to be obsessed with cheese though. Like I used to eat a block of cheese. It was bad. So that was the last thing I cut out. But I gradually just transitioned over 2 years to become vegan.
So what was your?
Here I am, nearly 2 years later.
You are 2 years later. So what was your transition like into veganism then?
So I first started out with more dairy, swapping that and making alternatives to that. So I had almond milk, I had Alpro yogurts. I had them before actually. I never even realised they were vegan when we went to Spain. What else did I do? I stopped eating ice cream and had vegan ice cream. The one thing that I couldn't do was cheese though. That was so gross. Vegan cheese, I never used to like it, but I quite like it now. But that was one thing I found the hardest. I focused more on health in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's why I became vegan. But since then, I've feel bad for the animals because they're so cute and I don't want them to be trapped in cages. And for the environment, because I know that like animals and the environment is what is making the carbon footprint higher. You know what I mean? I don't know how to put it into words.
So, at the time when you went vegan, who or what inspired you to go vegan?
I think the first person that inspired me to go vegan was Jaden, because I never even heard of it before then. Eating meat was just the norm and I never really questioned it. I never liked it that much. Meat used to gross me out. Yeah, Jaden was the one that introduced me to it and he inspired me to become vegan. I used to annoy him and message him about what you eat and stuff like that. He probably thought I was really irritating, but it really helped speaking to him and stuff.
Yeah. So what would you advise somebody who's just starting out as a vegan?
I'd advise them to focus less on the processed foods because I don't think they're as good for your body. I know they're easier to make the switch, but I don't know, it's kind of like normal processed vegan food. If you're doing it for the animals, then yeah, it's good. There's such good processed vegan alternatives out there. But if you're doing it more for your health, then I'd focus on, rather than having a burger, have like a bean burger and make it yourself. And yeah, just make sure you get in the protein because otherwise you'll feel really lethargic and and then you'll blame it on that, but it's really because you're not getting enough protein and fat and carbs in your diet.
Yeah. So obviously you said that you'd advise them to, obviously, would you advise them to go more plant-based then than vegan? Or would you advise a bit of both?
I think focus on eating more plants because obviously that's what's good for your health, I think, but supplementing with things like fake chicken and fake burgers, it does add in really easy protein into your diet.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that's a good thing, but focus on plant-based is good. It's, even if you're a meat eater, focusing on eating more vegetables and fruits is so good for your diet. You're getting all the vitamins and nutrients that you need.
Yeah. So do you personally see any benefit of going vegan?
Yeah, there's so many. You don't, I think you shouldn't, I don't know, I don't like harming animals, so that's one of the main things. Like looking at them in the cages makes me want to cry. So that's a good thing. You're not harming anyone while you're eating. You're getting in more vegetables and fruits. Being vegan means you can try so many new things. People see it as limiting, but because you're limited, you have so many fruit and veggies that you can try and so many new recipes, and it just makes you delve in. Like I never would have had like a, I don't know, I never would have made like a curry or something like that or a stir fry, but now they're like staples and they're so yum, and you try new flavors.
Yeah. So obviously you said about different, in quotes, products. So what would you suggest meat product wise to like replace with? Yeah.
Like beans and like I love lentils and chickpeas and kidney beans and stuff like that. Say if you're making a chili con carne, for a variety of them in your diet, I think that's one of the main things rather than just sticking to one of them.
So what superfoods would you suggest?
I make sure in my smoothies to have I think it's milled flax seeds and chia seeds, spirulina, cacao nibs, stuff like that. It just boosts your smoothies rather than just having fruit in there. It's so easy. Just to add a little extra punch into what you eat.
Yeah. This is gonna sound weird because we're in the same family, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Okay. So, do your family and friends respect your veganism?
Yeah, of course. As you know, they always make sure that we have, like when we go out to eat, they always make sure there's a vegan option for us to eat. At Christmas time, they make sure that we have something that we can have, like a Wellington or something like that. What else? They always buy food for us, or for me and for you when you're down here, so that we can eat it. I have a little section in the freezer for myself, like a little vegan drawer, which is really cute. And yeah, they just make it easier. So say if we're having mash, we make sure we have vegan butter or olive oil or something like that rather than normal butter, so that we can all have it.
Yeah. And
potatoes for like roast dinners, Mum makes it with vegetable oil now rather than with I think it used to be goose fat or something.
I was about to say with duck fat.
Maybe duck, yeah.
Duck
Are they
or
the same
goose?
thing? No, they're
duck
not.
And goose.
That was stupid.
Bloody hell, Sophie.
The smart one in the family.
Well, it was one of the it was a bird. I'm sure Mum used to put a bird oil in it.
It's okay. They're both in the pond.
Bloody hell. Okay. So God, okay. So what about your friends then? Do they respect your veganism?
Yeah, say for example, Ellie, she's one of my best friends. She eats, say if she comes around here pre-COVID, I'd make her food and she'd eat whatever. Her boyfriend's vegan as well, so she always tries stuff. All my other friends support it as well. Like if they came around here and they didn't want to eat that, I'd just make them chicken nuggets or whatever. But so I support what they eat and they support what I eat, which is really nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask this, but I know the answer. Okay. So obviously you've got a boyfriend. Is he vegan? And if not, what has it been like?
No, he's not vegan. It's been totally fine with him not being vegan. It's just made me not force me to touch meat, but because he's here and he lives here now, I touch meat and everything for him, and I touch burgers and ham, which I never would have done before for anyone, which is saying something. But yeah, I just kind of adjust to it, and he eats what I eat. Sometimes, like yesterday, we had vegan pesto pasta with vegan chicken. Like, we had substitute because he really likes it, and I was like, if he likes that and it doesn't have any animals in, then I may as well serve it to him. And he enjoys it. So yeah, we just kind of focus on either having something that we both enjoy, or I just make 2 separate meals, or he eats what family eats and I just make my own.
Yeah, I was going to say, because obviously I haven't been down there for a bit. So if you make something, will the rest of the family try it?
Not really. Like, if I really love it and I'm like, force feed them, then
yeah, force feed them.
But not normally. Normally they just eat their own food and I just eat my own. If there's something that's really, really good and I'm like, you need to try this, like, or something really small swap that they can do that's better for their health. For example, I have lentil chips. They're so good, and the family eats a lot of crisps, so I got them to try some the other day and they actually quite liked them. So for stuff like that, it's easy for them to make a swap if they wanted to, and just to try things that are simple, because you know how scary it is when you're not vegan and someone's like, oh, try this. You don't want to put them off by giving them something that's a bit strange and like unfamiliar to them. Yeah.
Obviously, pre-COVID, you went traveling a lot, didn't you? So sorry, I'm getting you emotional here. But like, was there, when you went traveling, was there a lot of vegan options that you could go and try?
When we went to Copenhagen, we found that the most delicious vegan little cafe. It was so good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I want to go back there.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say?
I was going to say, I don't even know the name of that pizza place we went to. No, I just know it had the pizza there. I don't think it was a pizza
place. I think it was a cafe, but it had the best vegan pizza I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, they had a lot of green on it.
It was so good though. But yeah, so for example, like stuff like that, they always have, because I normally go to little European cities, they always have vegan cafes kind of things. But I've never actually been with anyone that was fully vegan. I don't think you were fully vegan at the time when we went, but I remember you ate it and I was really impressed that you tried it because you never normally like to try new foods, but since you've become vegan, you've tried so many more new foods.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
But yeah, I always find that there's like cute little vegan cafes, or in normal cafes they have them. When I went to Paris, just down the road from where our hotel was, there was vegan croissants in a normal bakery, patisserie. I'm not really sure what it was, but they were so good. My friends and my boyfriend at the time were so supportive of going to vegan places. When I went to Prague, we went to this raw vegan cafe. I didn't know it was raw vegan until we got there, and it was the weirdest experience, but it was a funny one to tell.
Yes.
Yeah. If anyone's ever going to a European city, recommend Prague, because they have really good vegan stuff.
Yeah. So obviously you said it was a raw vegan restaurant. What was the food like then?
It was strange. I don't think they cook things over a certain amount of certain temperature, or they didn't cook it at all. I'm pretty sure that's what raw vegan is. Yeah, I think I had wait, what was it? I had this toast that was made out of like super grain and stuff like that, and seeds, and then avocado on top of it. It was the strangest bread I've ever had in my life, but it was like a flavor explosion in my mouth, and the textures were so cool. And then my boyfriend at the time had a pancake, but it wasn't actually a pancake, and it had like cashew cream in it, and it was I don't know, it doesn't sound nice, but it was actually quite good.
It doesn't. I was like, it doesn't sound nice, but it probably is
No.
nice when you've been there.
Yeah, and it makes your body feel nice because it's full of whole foods and vegetables and fruits and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, have you got plans to travel? Let's say after COVID has gone.
I'm hoping. Last year before it all got cancelled, I had trips to go. I think I was going to go to Italy with Ellie, and then Portugal, and I was meant to go to Brussels.
You had a few, but
yeah. Hopefully I can rebook them afterwards.
We were very lucky, to be fair, because our trip was like just before we went into lockdown.
Went bad.
Yeah.
Like a month before.
Something like that. Yeah. So you don't need to tell us your exact location, but what is it like being vegan in your area of the world?
Well, I live in England and it's so easy to be vegan now. There's in every fast food restaurant pretty much, there's a vegan option. For example, in Pizza Hut, there's vegan pizza, and Papa John's and Domino's even now. That came out in, I think, December. And they're so good. There's loads of small chain restaurants where they have vegan options. Even pubs now, pretty much all of them do vegan options. Even if it's just a veggie burger or a Beyond Meat burger. But it's something rather than just sitting there and having chips and a salad. So yeah, it's so easy. So easy.
Yeah. So what's your favourite thing to order then when you go out to a restaurant or a takeaway?
Oh, that is a hard one.
Either pre-COVID for a restaurant, because I assume you ain't actually been out to many restaurants since things have reopened, or a takeaway.
Pre-COVID, I think, I don't know, whenever I used to go out somewhere, I normally just got a burger and chips, which is very basic, but you just know they're going to be good. Or there's a chain called Giggles and Squid, I think, which is Thai, and they do the most delicious masaman, I think it's called, curry, and it's so good. And when you go in there, it's like an experience. Or for a takeaway, I normally just opt for a pizza or an Indian, because we get Indian quite a lot in this house. And I get a veggie curry, which is so yum. Did you message
me saying they recently changed it looked like they changed the menu, the curry?
It was more, my curry was more orangey rather than yellow, and it tasted different, but I think they might have had a different chef. I'll try them out on the weekend and let you know.
I was going to say, because I'm sure
it was still good.
Yeah, okay. So, supermarket-wise, what's your go-to products in a supermarket?
Mum does the shopping, so usually she just make sure there's chickpeas and kidney beans, lentils and stuff like that in the fridge. And then I've tried out lentil pasta recently, and it's so good because I'm trying to get more protein in. So I feel like I'm lacking in it, as well as just normal. I also have gluten-free pasta and just loads of fruits and veggies. And for meat substitutes, I always use, is it called bacon?
This isn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is that, have you been obsessed with that since I gave it you that one time? You just.
I've become obsessed, and now it's always stocked in the fridge. That's the one thing that I do not get bored of. With this isn't bacon. It's so good.
They also now have a This Isn't Chicken brand, which is actually really good. You should try that.
I saw that. It looks yum.
Yeah, there's been a news up here, in a place called Barbarito, and they've sold more This Isn't Chicken than normal chicken.
Oh my god! That's
I'll have to send you the article. Chris was telling me about it the other day. I was like, they've sold more vegan chicken than chicken. We're getting there. I was like, yes, okay, Chris.
We're taking over the world.
But yeah, so who knows? So, what's your favorite dairy dairy product, like dairy alternative, but like cheese, milk, ice cream, yogurts.
Yogurts, I love Alpro yogurts. I always have. Like, I didn't eat when I wasn't even vegan. I used to have them in Spain. I didn't know they were vegan.
Yeah,
That's how good they are. I did not tell in the slightest. For milk, I love almond milk. I always get Alpro milk. Yeah, I love almond. I never normally have soya, but soya if there isn't any of the other ones. They have really good chocolate milk as well. Alpro do, so good. For cheese, I love Violife mature cheese. I think that's my favourite. Or the slices, the Violife slices melted into beans. They're just beautiful.
Beans as in like
what
baked
else is there?
beans.
Ice cream, Ben and Jerry's.
Your favourite dairy alternative. So say we'll do the cheese and then the ice cream is the ones I've missed.
Okay. So my favourite vegan cheese alternative is Violife mature cheese. I love that in toasties, making my own pizza, stuff like that, or mixing into a sauce. And then ice cream, I love Ben and Jerry's. That one's really good. Or I just love plain vanilla ice cream, and Aldi do a really good one. And I think it's quite cheap as well. I think it's like under £2, which is good for vegan ice cream.
Yeah. Is there any bad experiences that you've had while being a vegan?
I don't think so, to be honest. I think all of the experiences I've had have been quite nice. Everyone's always quite accommodating for what I eat. Yeah, I think it's all good. The only bad thing is that sometimes Nan forget what veganism is. And they're like, surely you can eat cheese or cream. I'm like, no, I can't.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like Nan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because like, obviously, if you want me to give you an example, I think I've told you the story though. So I think like the example is going to kind of, yeah. When me and Chris ordered that Chinese that time and they had mushrooms, and like Chris rang up the restaurant and they didn't know what vegan meant, didn't know what dairy free meant. And like it was a nightmare. So like you haven't had any of them experiences, I assume, have you?
No, everything. Oh, sorry, I'm getting hair on my face.
It's fine.
No, everything's been fine. Like when I order stuff and things like that, I can't think of anything. The only bad things I've done is bought something at the beginning of veganism that wasn't vegan, that had like an egg or milk or something like that in.
Yeah, I think I've had like people on before and they've said like make sure you check the back of the shop at like the supermarket.
Oh my god,
stuff.
do you remember? I know one.
Go on then.
When I had barbecue sauce that had fish in like a month ago. And I didn't know it had fish in until like 2 days later.
To be fair, sometimes they say on the back suitable for vegetarians, and they don't have vegan. You just didn't check in general. No. Well, majority of barbecue sauces are vegan. There are certain brands which aren't, I think.
It was a new one, but I just assumed. I was like, oh, it's fine, it'll be vegan. What would they put in barbecue sauce? And then 2 days later, when I was about to eat it again, I was like, oh, I didn't even check the back of this, and it's new. And I looked, and it had fish in. So
was it anchovies?
Vegan. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, lovely.
Yep, bad vegan over here.
It's fine. I think a lot of people have just had their, I want to say, oopsie daisy moments where they've either picked something up where realised it's not vegan, or just not check the packet. And that is why I have done lately, but I've done it to check if there's wheat or gluten in it. I think wheat and gluten's the same thing, but yeah. So I've done that lately to check if there's gluten in it, because like obviously my tummy's been hurting. I think it's gluten, same as yours. Yeah. So I was in Sainsbury's.
It's just because of all the refined sugar. I think it's just not, our body doesn't like it.
Probably. I mean that's why we're sisters, because we just have so much that we just can't.
Yeah, runs in the fam.
Yeah, it probably does, to be fair with you. Yeah. So, are there any obscure products that you didn't realise wasn't vegan?
Actually, you told me about one a few weeks ago. Toothpaste. Since when is toothpaste not vegan?
Yeah.
That's a new thing. I'm still using it, so bad vegan again. But
I mean, I'm
we
trying
are.
to use the one that I have up so I can go onto my vegan toothpaste.
Yeah, exactly. If we have it, we may as well use it rather than not waste it.
Or just go in the bin.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, just everything really, like bags, clothes. Like when you go into shops now, they have a little vegan label. That would have never been there before on like a bag, unless it's leather, obviously, then you know. But stuff like that, perfume. I don't like. It's more. I think it's cruelty free as well, rather than just vegan. But there's so much stuff.
Did you realise candles weren't vegan?
Yeah, that's actually one I knew. Because you can get soy candles, can't you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Moonpig now does a vegan candle on their website. So you can order like a little tiny vegan candle and it says vegan candle on it.
That's so cute.
I know.
To be fair, when I buy them, I don't think fully about it because I normally just buy them for mum. But yeah.
I think Yankee candles are vegan. I think it's just some of them aren't. Some of them you have to double check.
Oh, I didn't know.
Is there any food products or just products in general that you miss?
I miss cheese sometimes because I used to love cheese.
Our whole family was like a cheese, block eating cheese maniac.
They still are cheese addicts. Mum had dinner yesterday and literally there's like a block of cheese on the side. And I was like, oh, I remember them days.
We just have them. To be fair, I remember because like we just used to go and like chop the cheese up, have a bit each, and eat the whole massive block in our mouth, and it's like
Ellie used to be like, "You are so strange."
But everyone used to do it. Everyone used to do it because Dad did it, I did it, Mum did it, you did it, and I don't know if Lee does it or not because I don't even know if Lee eats cheese anymore.
I don't. He doesn't eat cheese like we do.
No, I don't think he just ate like a massive block of cheese.
No, only on like pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than cheese, probably along the line of cheeseburgers, because I used to be obsessed with cheeseburgers. They're still nice, like the vegan ones are so good, but they're not. They don't taste exactly like the normal one, obviously. So yeah. That was an obsession.
Yeah. So, like, obviously, there are plans to bring out lab-grown meat at some point in time in the future. What's your opinion on that?
To be honest, I don't know much about it, so I can't say anything. But I guess it's good if you can do stuff like that and not harm animals. But at the same time, are they going to be animals? Because I don't really know. I haven't researched or anything about it.
I think what there is it's just going to be called, it's lab grown meat is what it is. So they're growing it in a lab.
Okay, so it's not an animal.
No. So it's it's lab grown meat, yeah. So pretty much they're just going to be growing a load of, say, for example, burgers that you can just eat.
That's so strange.
But you wouldn't have killed a cow to get it or anything. You wouldn't have killed a pig to get it. A sheep.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't know. Because I guess it's kind of made will it be like processed or what? I don't understand how they do that.
I'm assuming it'll be processed to a point. But I don't really know because
How would they even go about that?
I'm assuming they've had to do a lot of research to make it lab grown.
Me and you are lying, got clue.
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you what your opinion is on it. That's all.
I just don't really know.
Because obviously,
I only knew that you and Chris said about it the other day, and then I haven't had a thought about it since. But
yeah, because obviously,
I don't know.
Chris was saying, "Is it vegan? Is it not vegan?" Because technically, it's grown in a lab. So technically, it's vegan. But whether or not you,
I guess they're still living cells, kind of. I don't really know.
No, I
ain't got a clue.
I don't know either. Don't worry.
We'll leave that one to Chris.
Leave that one for Chris. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Because obviously you said you missed a cheeseburger, so I was going to say, in theory, you could have a cheeseburger, but it would be lab-grown meat instead of a beef burger.
It just sounds strange, doesn't it? But I guess if that's going to become the norm, then everyone will just get used to it. But I guess we'll see. Tune in 30 years' time. And we'll see what's going on.
30 years' time. Yeah. So, have you personally seen any health benefits of going vegan?
I was thinking about this earlier, and I don't think anything's really changed other than my body's probably a lot happier because I eat more vegetables and fruits, but nothing else has really changed very much. Because I used to eat...
I was going to say, you used to eat a lot healthier anyway, didn't you?
Yeah, I always was quite health conscious. When I was younger, my body likes healthy foods. When I eat processed foods and junk foods, my body I get a headache and it just doesn't feel very nice. I've always focused on eating healthy foods anyway, so it wasn't much of a change for me, rather than stopping eating I used to eat a lot of McDonald's, actually, cheeseburgers, didn't I? That was my downfall. I used to eat really healthy and then I ate a lot of cheeseburgers. But other than that, nothing changed much.
Yeah, because you used to get a double cheeseburger from McDonald's.
I was obsessed.
Have you heard that McDonald's are going to be doing a Beyond Meat burger?
Yeah, I saw that.
You have?
I bet that's going to be expensive though.
I'm hoping it's not going to be as expensive because Starbucks is like for the Beyond Meat breakfast sandwich, like $5.
Yeah, see, that's expensive to me.
The way Chris was saying it to me is, well, if you can get a Beyond Meat, like a Beyond Meat in quotes, like McBurger type thing, and you get chips and a drink with it, and it's like £7-8. That's how much you're normally spending on a Mackey's.
I thought Mackey's was like £5.
I don't think it is.
I think Mackey's is like £5.
I think 5 for a medium, 6 for a large.
Oh, I never got large because I always think they put the same amount of chips in anyway. So I'm not getting scammed.
And the drink's a bit bigger, I think, as well, if you get like a large.
Yeah, I always had water, so...
Yeah. Out of interest, have you tried the veggie fingers from Mackey's yet?
Veggie dippers.
Yeah, the veggie... Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually quite nice. They're full of flavour.
I was going to say they are. Have you tried them in the wrap? Yeah.
Oh, with the sauce, yeah, because I remember you saying you didn't like the sauce, but I quite like the sauce.
Yeah, spicy relish sauce.
It is very spicy, but I prefer tomato sauce rather than mayo. I don't like mayo or anything like that.
No, you don't. No, yeah.
No. So I'd rather have a spicy sauce than a vegan mayo.
I was going to say, you know the vegetable deluxe in McDonald's?
You
know if they took the mayo out, it would be vegan.
Yeah, you can ask for it.
Yeah.
It's just the veggie dippers in a bun.
Yeah, pretty much. I was saying to Chris, because we went into Mackey's must have been like a week, 2 weeks ago now. And we both got I got veggie fingers and a wrap and he gets veggie fingers and a wrap. And I was like, if you get the vegetable deluxe burger without the mayo, it's vegan. And he's like,
you can just put sauce in it.
Yeah, in theory, yeah, you can.
That's what I've done before. I think I put barbecue sauce in.
Hopefully it was vegan barbecue sauce.
I think so, but God knows of my track record.
To be fair, I think there's so many products that you can just get which either contain egg. Milk powder is one, which kind of confuses me.
Oh, milk powder does mine iron.
If you go to a supermarket and say, for example, you pick up a block of chocolate, you turn it over. Oh, it's got soy in, it's vegan. No, it's got milk powder and it's not vegan.
It's like packet rice as well. When I used to have that a lot. Packet rice always has milk powder in.
Oh, lovely.
It's always the veggie one as well, but then the chicken one's normally vegan. It's so weird.
That reminds me of super noodles.
I had some of them before. Comfort food.
Because the chicken super noodles are vegan. But like the bacon ones aren't.
Oh, I haven't had the other flavour since I was a kid.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, it's just chicken. Is that chicken
Yeah.
singles?
That's my comfort food. That's what I have.
Yeah, it's like Pringles though.
What?
Because not all tubes of Pringles are vegan.
No, we only have them on Christmas, really.
Yeah, Mum normally gets the Texas barbecue and the sour cream and onion ones. But the salt and vinegar ones, if Mum got salt and vinegar, they're not vegan. They've got milk in.
They burn your mouth though. They're so strong.
What, salt and vinegar?
Yeah.
Do they?
Dad
I've never
always has
noticed.
them. They're so strong.
Yeah, because I didn't realise salt and vinegar Pringles weren't vegan.
I don't know. I know that the purple ones are barbecue.
Yeah, Texas barbecue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only ones we have in this house. Sad.
Bless you.
So, is there any food that you've discovered since going vegan that you didn't know of beforehand?
There's so much. First one being nutritional yeast. I did not have a clue what that was. It looked like fish food and it terrified me. But now I put it on everything. Literally everything. It's so good. And it gives you B12, which we need because we don't get it from our food. What else? A lot of the superfoods, I never knew about superfoods before, and since I've dived into all of this kind of stuff, I found that. So that's something to keep with me for life. What else? Stuff like miso paste and tofu and tempeh. I knew what tofu was, but I didn't know how much you could do with it.
I still have no idea what you do with tofu, to be honest.
You can make it into like sauce, you can bake it.
I know you can do tofu egg, and I just don't have a clue how to make tofu egg.
Oh my god, yeah, that's why we have that. Oh no, you have the fake one, I have tofu egg.
Yeah, I have the packet egg that I just throw in and just add water.
I forget you can do that.
And mix it.
Easy egg. Yeah. Tofu's so easy, you just have to put in like oil, turmeric for the colour, and then there's this weird thing that you can get. I think it's called, is it black salt? I don't know. It's got a weird name. But that makes it taste like eggy, and then there's just garlic powder, nutritional yeast, salt, stuff like that. It tastes so good.
What about, have you ever had jackfruit before?
We have some in the cupboard, but I've never cooked with it. I feel like I've had it somewhere when I went out before.
Okay.
But I can't fully remember because it used to terrify me.
It's probably like a jackfruit and like barbecue bean burger or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Like on top of a normal burger maybe as well when
you
go to a pub.
Like a pulled pork type thing for jackfruit.
They do that in bluegrass now, I think. Oh, I can hear it. And they do a burger that it's like a charcoal bun, so the bun's black, and it looks so cool.
Oh, I've seen stuff like that, but I've seen like a purple and green bun. I don't know where it is. I've seen it up where I am in the UK versus down where you're in the UK. So, yeah.
Maybe it's like beetroot or something.
Maybe. I think it is. I think it's like a beetroot.
Because they have beetroot wraps. So that's all I can think of.
Beetroot burger. I think it might be beetroot and chickpea buns.
Maybe. That sounds yum. Oh, I swallowed. That sounds yum.
Have you seen like the ones with the lettuce and they just put a lettuce as a bun?
Yeah, that just makes me sad. Just to eat the bun. It's okay. It's okay to eat the bun, everyone.
As long as it doesn't have egg in it.
Yeah.
So, what would you do differently if you were starting this vegan journey again?
Oh, maybe try different things from the beginning, because I used to eat pasta 24/7. And yeah, that probably wasn't good for my health, but it's okay.
Wasn't good for your stomach, let alone your health.
Yeah. Actually, it was fine though. When I went to Spain, they didn't really know what veganism was there, and we had to explain it to them, and all they had was pasta and tomato sauce, but I love pasta, so that's okay.
I guess it's the different culture as well, because obviously in Spain it's very hot.
What's that got to do with?
Like when we used to go to Spain, we used to have salads, didn't we? We used to mum used to make a salad with pasta, and that used to be about all we would eat until like dinner when we used to go out and explore and get food.
Exactly. They don't really have many meat substitutes there either. Well, when I went 2 years ago, it might change now because COVID. It's been so long. But yeah, it just makes you focus on eating more whole foods and vegetables and fruits and stuff while you're out there, which is nice.
Yeah. So you're studying to be a holistic health coach.
Health coach. Yeah. And it's actually called, I can never say it, integrative nutrition health coach.
Okay. So what does that like?
Holistic health.
Okay. What does that like entail?
Pretty much wait, let me get this up. I want to get it right.
That's fine.
I got my notes here. Kinda. So pretty much the role of a health coach is to guide and mentor your clients towards their health and wellness goals, pretty much.
Okay.
So it's not just focusing on nutrition, it's focusing on every aspect of their life, such as relationships, home environment, and everything like that. Finances.
Okay. Yeah. So a lot.
Yeah. Literally, there's like a whole circle of life. It's really interesting though. It's the kind of stuff that I like because I've always been interested in health and what you put in your body and being conscious of that. And you need to meet everyone where they're at. You know what I mean? Not everyone's going to be at the same level, and I'll be able to learn from other people. Like they might be able to learn stuff from me, which would be really good.
Would it be like looking at what people eat and look at the nutrition and all that as well then?
So pretty much they teach you to first look at primary food, which is the areas of life that are off your plate. So things like I said before, home environment, relationships, finances, your career, everything like that, which is what you look at first, because if them areas of your life are unbalanced, then the rest of your life is never going to be balanced. You can eat all the kale and broccoli in the world, but if you're stressed and not sleeping, then you're not going to be happy. And then you go on to the nutrition, but the main focus is the primary area of food rather than the secondary area of food, which is nutrition.
Okay. Obviously, you're calling it primary area of food, and I'm like, wait, what? Food?
Primary area of the food is primary area is the food that's off your plate, and the secondary area is the food that's on your plate, so what you eat.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
I think
I was confused when I first heard it too.
I was like, wait, what? Okay. Yeah, I think it roughly makes sense. So would you do that for yourself then and look at the primary areas and then the secondary areas? Okay.
So I study with IIN and they encourage you along the whole way. It's like a transformative journey for you as well as your clients. So you have to go through everything so that you can help your clients go through it at the end.
Okay.
So pretty much it's a transformative part of your life and you learn so much, and there's lecturers from all over the world in specialty areas. Like, for example, today I was learning about finances from a lady that just focusing on finances for women, and other days we hear from biological scientists, other days we hear from nutritionists. It's really, really interesting, and I've learned so much, and I've only been doing it for just over a month, and it's a 6-month course, and my brain is like
your brain's trying to work out what you need and what you don't need, or what you need to retain and what you don't need to retain.
Because they give you information from both sides.
Okay.
So there'll be contrasting bits of information from different people, so it's for you to work out for yourself, because everyone's individual. Like for us, we're vegan, but for some people that might not work, and for us in a different area of our life that might not work, and we might change and our needs might become different. It's kind of like that. You have to be bio-individual and realize what's going on in your life now and fit your nutrition and everything else into what's happening Right, that's a bit of a mishmash, but you get what I mean.
Yeah. So, Chloe, think what you're gonna say?
I'm gonna do some funny bloopers on this.
Thanks, Dad walking halfway through, and
yeah, they're walking in, me doing the wave.
So, have you seen a rise in veganism since COVID?
I would say no in my personal circle.
Okay.
But in the world, I think, yes, more so with fast food chains and restaurants bringing out vegan options. Even since pre-COVID and now, the restaurants that never used to have vegan options now have vegan options. It's kind of like they had time to realise that the demand is increasing and that they're missing out on customers because they don't have vegan food there. So, yeah, I think in the world there's been an increase in people that are vegan.
Yeah. You said, obviously, you just said about restaurants, and I was just thinking, Greg's? Have you seen they're now doing 2 more vegan options on the menu?
No, what?
Ham and cheese baguette.
Oh.
And then they're going to do a sausage bap.
Oh, that'd be nice in the mornings.
Yeah. So
see, that's kind of processed food I'm here for when I'm hungry. When I'm hungry, get me all the fake food.
When you're not, you're like, nah, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice treat, do you know what I mean?
It was like this isn't bacon, like, you didn't know that existed until I was like, try this bacon, and you were like, what?
See, when I first went vegan, I didn't have the processed food, but I think that's good because it made me have the time to not compare them, the normal ones to the vegan ones. Which I think if I would have gone straight into it, like I went straight into eating the cheese and then I got put off for months because it wasn't like normal cheese. But when you give it time, you appreciate it for what it is rather than comparing it to the non-vegan version.
Yeah. So obviously in the UK, there is a lot of option now for veganism. So if somebody messaged you saying, I'm looking for a vegan product, say like a really simple recipe for like cheese, like not cheese, but like a recipe for like mac and cheese, say.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
Oh God, I just tell them to look online. There's so many recipes. You just have to go and find one that suits you.
Yeah.
I've actually never made vegan mac and cheese. Fun fact today.
I've made it. It looked a bit like a gloop. It didn't really work very well. I don't think I left it long enough. But now, I've obviously got like the vegan cheese sauces that you can get in a little pack, and they're like quite easy to do. So
yeah, see, they scare me because I've had one in a packet before, and I literally cannot. Like, the smell of it, it just kind of smells like, fake What's-Its.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but that cheesy smell, like times 100. So I just can't hack it.
Okay. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
I think I roughly get what you mean. I thought you were gonna say like a wet person's feet smell.
Oh, even worse.
Well, you never know, do you, nowadays? Let's be honest.
It's out of my head. Delicious.
Yeah, so what is your favourite thing to make?
I love vegan chili.
Yeah.
That's so good, vegan chili. And then you have it with rice and avocados on top, make it with chickpeas and, like I said before, kidney beans, maybe lentils if you're feeling like you want to stand there for a bit longer and cook it. Or I tend to have spag bowl quite a lot. And I used to make it with vegan mince, but I've started to introduce lentils and see how that tastes because I'm trying to step away from the processed food, even though that's so easy and convenient and it does give you a really good source of protein. I'm just trying to see how my body reacts to non-processed food and see how that goes. But yeah. So spag bowl. I just normally just have what I used to have pre-vegan, but I make it vegan. So what everyone else is having in the house, I normally just have that.
Yeah, like a vegan shepherd's pie or a vegan lasagna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know what I do have a lot? Pesto pasta. That is delicious.
What vegan pesto do you use then?
I used to have, I think, is it called Savla? The one that we used to have.
I think I know what the one you're on about, yeah.
Yeah, whatever that is. We used to have that one before we were vegan in the house, but now I have the Tesco free from one.
Okay.
And that one as well, but the Tesco free from one's very like more oily and it has more flavour pretty much. But I normally have that one. It's so good.
I feel like a lot of the supermarkets now do a vegan pesto.
Yeah.
Because I think Asda do it as well. Asda do a vegan pesto.
I think I might have tried that before when Mum got it, but I'm not sure.
They have a red and a green one.
Yeah, that's what we normally have, so I'm not sure.
Does everyone in you said to me the other day, everyone in the house nicks your pesto. So does everyone in the house eat the vegan pesto?
If it's there, yeah.
Yeah.
They say it doesn't taste any different, so I don't know why they don't just buy that one normally, but we do still have the normal one in the house as well.
Yeah. There's no point me asking you this question because it's not going to make a difference for you.
What is it?
It's like, was community important and how can we make it easier for newcomers?
Oh, I'm not in it.
No, I was about to say you don't really.
I'm just doing my own thing.
You don't really use the. I mean, you probably use Instagram, but you don't really. I mean, we send each other vegan stuff all the time, to be fair, but like, you don't. I don't think you use it for like community or anything.
No, I just kind of I follow quite a few vegan people, but I just follow them for recipes more so and inspiration because I never know what to have for dinner or lunch, so
no,
I just look on there.
Obviously, you said you've changed to gluten-free pasta. Have you also like? I don't think they do gluten-free rice.
No, I don't think so, Clay.
Do you have like what bread do you have like? Brown bread then?
Oh, I just have normal bread, yeah.
Normal bread.
Yeah, I think it's because I ate if there's normal pasta there, I'll eat it as well. But I don't know, I was just trying it out and Mum bought me it, so and it tastes the same pretty much and it doesn't have gluten in, so
we have
I've
two
just been
downstairs.
eating that for now.
Yeah, we have two gluten-free pastas downstairs. Or it says vegan on it's from like Sainsbury's. We got tagliatelle and then the actual like the long spaghetti ones.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, wheat-free.
Yeah.
Like, and then it says vegan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we have downstairs, but from Tesco's. And even my boyfriend has it, and he just doesn't taste the difference. So that's good. So if it's there, I'll have it. But if I want to eat normal pasta, then I'll have normal pasta because normal pasta tastes different when it's not in sauce. Yeah. But when it's in sauce, it tastes the same to me anyway.
It just tastes like pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone who's just starting out as a vegan?
Didn't we do this one?
No, it's a different question.
Oh, I thought we did this.
We had one like it earlier.
I thought my advice was to have try new recipes and stuff and have not processed. Maybe
we had the question earlier.
I think we did.
I think we probably did because I think you said something and then I asked you the question.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work out what I've asked you, what I haven't asked you. My brain's
just
like
keep asking and I'll tell you if you ask me or not.
Okay, I am going to ask this half of this question. How can we make it easier for newcomers?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's quite easy now. Just being open if anyone has any questions. That's the only thing I can think of. If they ask you, like, what do you eat and stuff like that, be honest and tell them. Give them advice on what substitutes and stuff to have and some recipes. Other than that, I think it's quite easy.
It's easy it's probably easy in the UK to be vegan. I don't know everywhere else in like the world.
Yeah, true. I'm just thinking about around here.
You're thinking about the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. The UK, it's very easy to go vegan now.
Yeah, very. Around the world, I'd just say experiment with different vegetables and how you can use them in certain ways. Start using tofu and tempeh and beans and
Jackfruit.
include more nuts in your diet.
Yeah.
Just try stuff like that. I guess that will make you more, like, fill you up more. And just do it slowly, see how you feel, try things, notice how your body reacts. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm really fidgety. I'm so uncomfortable. Like, I want to get up and move. We're near the end. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's what happens when, like, I'm sat in fridge. I'm like...
Yeah, my bum is numb.
Sounds about right.
Oh, you can't even see my cute chair. It's duck egg.
A duck egg?
Yeah, it's duck egg colour.
Oh.
Can you see it at the bottom? Oh, you can't see it.
No, I can see. Is it green? Is it blue? Greeny, teal colour?
Yeah, it's like a bluey.
Yeah.
There.
I can roughly see it.
Oh, I've got hair again. I keep eating my hair.
You must be
I got
hungry.
a crusty lip line. Let me rub my crusty lip line a second. Don't mind me.
I'm not minding you. I'm just laughing at you.
Oh.
Is there anything else that you would like to discuss before we come to a close?
I don't think so.
No? Why did you say that so awkwardly?
I didn't know what to say.
I don't think so. So awkward.
I didn't know what to say, like I was scared.
It's fine. If there isn't anything, just say no. I'm all good.
Like that.
It's alright, we'll just have a whole reel of you laughing the whole time.
I need to breathe.
Dying of coffee. Okay. So, thank you for joining me today.
Why'd you say that?
Stop laughing.
Thank you for joining me today.
This is why we can't do anything seriously.
Thank you so much.
God,
there you go, you'll get outro sorted. Me singing.
No, we're not doing the singing. It's really long, the outro. Leave me.
Everyone.
Okay, let's do the outro. Stop. Stop laughing. We'll do the outro thing.
Okay.
My face has gone all hot and red.
Oh, what's going on with my hair?
Well, you've obviously
I
laughed.
put makeup on because I knew that my face would go like a tomato. What do I say? Do I just sit here?
No, you can say thank you if you want, or thanks for having me, or whatever you want to say.
Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Why did you say it in American? Serious. Be serious, Sophie.
Okay.
People are going to view this, maybe.
They can see that.
So weird. Okay. So, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
I hope everyone listening found something useful from your story and experiences with veganism. Do you want to remind everybody where to find you before we close?
My Instagram is Sophie_Bampton. Feel free to give it a follow.
Sure. If you...
Sorry.
Shh, I'm not finished, Sophie. Shut up.
Okay.
Can't be serious.
Can you see my face?
Yes. Obviously, I've got Skype up. You still say... There you go. Does that help? Okay. Stop.
Okay.
If you enjoyed the show, follow the show wherever you listen to your podcasts. Or for those watching on YouTube, click subscribe. There are plenty more to come. That doesn't make sense.
What did you say? What you meant to say?
Wait, if you yourself are interested in appearing on one of these shows to discuss your experiences or just want to keep up with us, you can find us on Instagram at Making Vegan Ordinary. Or if you want to drop by and have a conversation with us live, myself and my partner Chris stream on Twitch every Friday and Sunday. You can find the link for all of our socials in the description below. Thank you for listening.